Welcome, cyber sleuths and digital detectives, to episode 277 of The Digital Frontier. I'm Mark, and joining me today is my ever-curious co-host, Jenny.
And I'm Jenny. Mark, I have to say, this topic, it's got my brain doing acrobatics. I thought I knew what enterprise security looked like, but apparently, the goalposts have moved, like way out there. My perception of the digital landscape is, it's been altered.
Oh man, Jenny, you are not wrong. Today we're diving deep into some bombshell research from SquareX, who just dropped a truth bomb at Black Hat USA and DEF-CON 33. We're talking about how the browser, yes, that thing you're probably using right now to listen to us or browse the web, has become the new battleground for cyber warfare.
The browser? Wait, Mark, isn't that what firewalls and those big, expensive endpoint security solutions are supposed to protect? It feels like we've been focused on the operating system, the network perimeter, and apps, but not, the main gateway we all use every single day, like the front door of our digital house.
Precisely. That's the core of SquareX's findings. They're saying that 80% of employee device time happens inside the browser. Think about that for a second. 80%. So, firewalls are guarding empty buildings while the thieves are tunneling through Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge, Firefox, you name it. It's like we built Fort Knox around an empty lot.
80%. That stat changes everything. If browsers are the new OS, why are enterprises still securing like it's 2010? It almost feels like a generational shift in how our digital lives are structured. But security hasn't caught up. It's like trying to secure a modern smartphone with a rotary phone mentality.
It is a generational shift. And the scary part is, traditional security tools, your SASE, your EDR, your DLP, they're blind to these browser-native attacks. Attackers are simply bypassing them with new tactics, techniques, and procedures, because the focus is in the wrong place.
So it's like we bought a strong lock for the front door, but left all the windows wide open, and everyone's just walking through the browser windows. And that's where SquareX's idea of browser detection and response, or BDR, comes in, right? It seems so obvious once you hear it.
That's it, Jen. BDR focuses on securing that browser layer, because that's where the real action is. But wait, it gets even more interesting. They also presented on Passkeys.
Oh, Passkeys. The passwordless future. The next-gen authentication that Apple, Google, Microsoft are all pushing. I thought these were the answer to all our login woes. The silver bullet, if you will.
Well, according to SquareX's DEF-CON 33 presentation, Passkeys pooned WebAuthn's critical flaws, not so fast. They demonstrated new attack techniques that subvert passkey authentication. It turns out that unhackable auth can still get compromised.
Okay, wait, let me get this straight. We're pushing for passkeys, telling everyone it's the most secure thing since sliced bread, and now researchers are showing how to bypass them? Are we rushing passkey adoption before fixing fundamental flaws? Who bears responsibility when unhackable auth gets compromised? It feels like a significant misstep, or at least a premature declaration of victory.
Right? Nishant Sharma, SquareX's head of security research, put it plainly. Passkeys remain vulnerable to sophisticated attacks, despite industry endorsements. Our research shows need for browser-native authentication controls. It's like locking your door, but handing criminals the key blueprint through the WebAuthn mechanism itself. They're effectively weaponizing authentication.
Weaponized authentication. Poop! That's a chilling phrase. So, if even passkeys aren't the magic bullet, what hope do we have? Is it just a constant game of whack-a-mole, but with higher stakes and faster moles?
It's a game of staying one step ahead, Jenny. And that brings us to another huge area SquareX tackled. Browser extensions. We're talking millions of users compromised by malicious extensions. And the astonishing part? Built-in browser dev tools. The developer tools that web developers use can't even see the risky behaviors of these extensions. They're invisible to the very tools designed for inspection.
I just deleted half my extensions after reading about this. But here's the creepy part. Static scanners wouldn't even catch why we're worried. Why did it take this long to expose DevTools' security blind spots? Was it an oversight? Or simply a lack of understanding of how extensions truly operate?
It's about dynamic analysis, Jenny. Extensions are smart. They can adapt and hide their true intentions when they know they're being watched by static tools. It's like a wolf in sheep's clothing that only reveals its fangs when it thinks no one's looking. SquareX built an open-source tool called EXT Hunter that uses modified browsers and AI agents to simulate user activity, revealing those hidden, malicious behaviors. It's quite brilliant, actually.
An AI agent acting like a user to trick naughty extensions into revealing themselves? That's next level. Like a digital detective in disguise. And I heard SquareX is even offering free enterprise extension audits in August 2025. That's a bold move, putting their money where their mouth is, as they say.
A brilliant marketing move, but also a critical one. It's a clear signal that this is a widespread systemic problem. They want to prove just how vulnerable companies are through their extensions. It's about raising awareness, and they're walking the talk with their research.
Well, my paranoia about extensions just went through the roof. I'm going to be scrutinizing every new extension I consider. But wait, we haven't even talked about the newest threat they identified, which sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi movie. Browser AI agents.
Oh man, this is the really wild part, and something Vivek Ramachandran, SquareX's founder, brought up. AI tools are now operating with full user privileges times inside browsers. Think about that. An AI agent can browse, click, type, access data, make payments, all with the same permissions as a human employee. It's like giving your keys to a robot that can then act independently.
So now we worry about Silicon colleagues going rogue? How do we even monitor tools that think faster than humans and act with full user privileges? Should AI agents have limited privileges compared to employees? Like a read-only robot, perhaps?
That's exactly what SquareX is saying, Jen. These first-gen AI agents, like browser copilots, lack security guardrails. They can be manipulated to perform malicious actions. This isn't about them going rogue. It's about them being weaponized, silently, at machine speed, and without accountability frameworks. It demands an urgent evolution of identity and access management for agents. We need to apply the principle of least privilege not just to humans, but to these rapidly evolving digital entities.
This feels like a grenade tossed into zero-trust debates. It's not just about identity anymore. It's about the privileges you assign to non-human entities that operate like humans. Is humanless hacking the next big threat vector? It certainly sounds like it.
Without a doubt, Jenny. SquareX's research shows that the browser is now undeniably the new frontline of cybersecurity. Their disclosures at Black Hat and DEF CON aren't just technical talks. They're a massive call to action for the entire industry to shift focus to browser-native security. It's a fundamental change in how we need to approach digital defense.
So the number one takeaway for CISOs from these talks has to be, forget about just patching your OS, secure your browsers first. This has been eye-opening, Mark. Honestly, my perspective has broadened considerably. Thank you for breaking it all down.
My pleasure, Jenny. It's a lot to wrap your head around, but crucial for staying safe in this evolving digital world. And for our listeners, we want to hear from you. We'll be running a poll on our social media. Have you ever experienced a security incident through your web browser? Head over to our Twitter or LinkedIn to cast your vote. Until next time, stay curious and stay secure.
And keep those browsers locked down and audited.